All right. What's up, everyone? Daddy Robux here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of The Curse of Strahd. Dawn is the DM through this series, so I'm going to pass it over to her for the recap. All right, Dawn, go ahead.
Okay, so when we last left our heroes in Curse of Strahd, you, at Bubbles' request, had gone to the old bone grinder, a windmill broken down and kind of ruined, on your way towards the town of Vallaki. Entering inside, you met Morganatha, the vendor you saw in the town of Barovia, selling her pies, dream pastries. Very quickly, it became apparent that Morganatha was a hag with her two daughters. And with this knowledge, you tried to flee. But not all of you fled in time. Bubbles, the Morganatha warlock of the Fathomless, lost his life. Introducing a whole new flavoring of dream pastries. Coming soon. But we're not going to pick up with Nora and Cicero. We're instead going to pick up with two new souls who enter the town, or the realm even, of Barovia. If you both want to go ahead and introduce your characters quickly. Stony and Gretel?
Absolutely. Do you want to go first, Assassin, or do you want me to?
Horse piece to me. I can go first. So I am Gretel, the Moundorf life cleric. I cherish life and make sure that the cycle is complete, and worship Lathander in all ways.
And I am Stony Tark. I am a goblin artificer and engineer, and I am accompanying Grendel as he is my very best good friend. And also, he keeps me safe while I make lots of money. So, I mean, that's very good. Yes. I think that's about it. I am a armor artificer, and I am a goblin, small, green, and covered in a what would be a very high-tech looking suit if it wasn't cobbled together from rusted scraps of iron, leather, and miscellaneous bits and bobs. A couple key points of this miraculous suit that Stony wears. It has a large dome visor that I can retract at will, but most times I'm going to choose to keep it up because it keeps me safe. And there is a large boxed area on his back where he tends to store all of his items in the trunk, if you if you will. And I'll frequently carry Grendel stuff there as well. There's lots of space to carry stuff in the trunk.
And it is always greatly appreciated.
Oh, of course.
So,
Why, hi guys. Roger, Tex, how you doing?
you two have come from the town of Daggerford, on the Sword Coast. And you were invited to dinner from an old friend, the Duchess Morwen. She asked you to talk to a group of visitors on her grounds that wouldn't leave when asked. It seemed no big deal, so you went to talk to them. And as the evening grows dark, you both find yourself in a campsite with a dozen men and women gathered around crackling bonfire. The folk are in good spirits here. A few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. Three barrel
Thank you for the
wagons
sub.
parked
Appreciate that very
on
much.
hedges,
Welcome to the family.
tied to a nearby tree, grazing, are half a dozen draft horses wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels. And they greet you warmly as you arrive.
How's it going?
It's going good, friend. What brings you to our campsite? I'm a Stanimir.
Gretel, nice to meet you. And we just came to see how everything was going, make sure everybody's okay. I can give a quick look around to make sure there's no like overarching troublemaking going on.
It doesn't seem to be. Some of them seem to be very heavily invested in their drinks.
Now that seems like my kind of party.
One or two are like snoring off to the side, but the rest seem to be having a good time.
Do you mind if we join you?
Whether they mind
Not
or
at all.
not, I'm going to go and make myself comfortable.
Please, what's ours is yours for tonight.
Oh, is there any occasion?
Not for tonight. We're just celebrating each other, celebrating life.
Can I insight that?
Sure. 22. There seems to be something else that he's not saying, but it doesn't. It seems to be a bit more personal.
Well, yeah, I'll pick up a little bit of a drink and to life and happiness. Clink the glass.
Life and happiness.
Hmm.
You've arrived from the Duchess, right? 1 second.
No. Where'd she go?
Poof. BRB, cat on fire.
Well, I'm the DM now. Everybody whose name begins with Daddy, you get to level up to 20.
And all the magic items.
No, not all of them. Just a couple choice ones.
Just all the legendary ones you want. Just a couple.
Yeah,
No artifacts. That's going overboard. No artifacts.
that's right. That's right. You gotta
Apologies
keep it
about
fair.
that.
Oh, hello.
Hi. So, Stanimir looks at you both. We don't wish to make enemies of the Duchess. We'll be leaving. No need to worry about that. We do have a story for you, if you care to listen.
Take another drink. Nod.
Okay then.
All right.
He fills his mouth with wine and spits into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green, and as they dance and sway, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. Stanimir takes a moment, starts talking. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, a land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our home, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, spear piercing his side. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. And he survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the lands of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back to his homeland. His enemies hunted him, said he was a prince of torment, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell on us. Deep in the bonfire, you now see the dark figure standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us. We protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us, saying, "I owe you my life. Stay as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers, leaving you with shadows cast across Stanimir's face as he says his final lines. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've travelled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end the dread lord's curse, put his troubled soul to rest. Will you help us?
Absolutely. Sounds like someone has gone astray.
Yeah, this sounds right up your alley, Grendel. Although, I mean, the only way I know how to help someone out of a curse is I'm gonna kind of hold up, just hold up my crossbow and look at it. And yeah, this is gonna be great.
I mean, there are other ways, of course. I like to put the crossbow down a little bit so it's not pointing at anyone directly. But yeah, we can definitely look into that. How would we get from there or from here to there?
Well, I mean, I would deduce that they need to take us.
Yes, we can start packing up and be on our way tomorrow.
Ah, excellent.
Excellent.
Anytime.
Feel free to rest here, and tomorrow we make our journey to Barovia.
Where's Barovia? I've never heard of that land before.
And then we'll cut back to Cicero and Nora.
And Pip? Hope
And Pip, yeah. And Pip.
You're not
Forgot you were
important.
there, Pip, don't worry.
I'm small, but don't forget about me.
Very sorry.
Okay.
Maybe should have been on time.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nora, Cicero, and Pip. You stare at the old bone grinder. You know the body of your friend Bubbles is outside, but there are 3 hags and less of you. It wouldn't be a good fight. That's when you hear wagons on the road. Horses.
Pip turns around, a bit curious. He doesn't seem shaken. He's just looking around. He turns towards the road and the wagons, see if he can see where they're coming from.
Yeah. Coming from the same direction that you guys did. From the pool from the poolside camp containing Madame Eva. Comes another wagon now. Drawn by a single driven, that's the word. Driven by a single Vistani man. It contains a goblin and a dwarf in the back of it, just a riding wagon. No food or supplies. And they pull up next to you. Greetings. Is there a problem?
Pip will look at him and he will hear in his head, "We need a ride. We gotta go away from this." That, and I point towards the mill.
You're the three Madame Eva spoke to, yeah?
He
Right.
nods.
Hop in. I'm heading to Vallaki.
Pip just disappears and appears on top. Actually, I don't have. Do I have that spell? I don't know. But anyways, I'll just go
Spell,
on
you,
top of
you
it.
casting
Misty
a spell
Step. There we go.
Ooh.
Misty Step.
there? Okay.
So go poof poof on top of it.
Cicero will look back at them and then back at the mill and kind of the soft sigh, looking up at it for a moment with sadness, or turning around and getting on the cart.
Don't worry, Cicero. I promise you. We'll come back, we'll take care of them, and we'll burn this place to the ground.
We'll make them pay.
Make who pay?
Mean lady.
Yes. Mean lady.
A lady.
Pip takes out some, like, he pulls out his backpack and starts taking out some bones as he starts speaking. Yeah, lady, tree.
And what'd they do that made you want to come back?
They tricked us with promises of
You know what?
meat pies.
I really don't care. You said you were gonna burn the place down, though. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Well, name is Stony. Stony Tark. And if you're getting into some kind of mischief, I'd like to help.
Wow, I'm number one to turn down help.
Yeah, seems like it could be fun. So, what are we doing here? Is this just like a standard demo job, or I mean, is this some light arson, or I mean, when are we doing this?
Well, I don't think we're going to do it right now. I don't think it would be wise. They're much more powerful than us, you see.
All right. I think these people want us to go to that Vallaki anyway.
Yes, we are escorting this young lady over here.
Irina sort of, steps up to onto the wagon as well and half-heartedly waves.
And what's her deal?
These fellows are escorting me to the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Is that
So-
in Vallaki?
It's past Vallaki.
Hey, Lena. Thank you for the
And what awaits us there?
The town of Kresik. The abbey is a temple to the Morning Lord and supposed to be safe refuge from.
Perfect. I love my God's places. Should be safe. Absolutely correct.
That sounds like a lot of work. I mean, was there
More than burning down a place?
Well, I mean that's not work. That's fun. Like there's a difference. But I mean, if she is procuring our services as guards and escort, I'm assuming there's a reward at the end, right?
Stony.
What? I didn't say I wasn't gonna help. Okay, I just thought I should ask.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Well, yeah, obviously that's why I'm gonna go. Like, it'll be fun either way, but if there's coin to be made, there's no reason not to take it.
Yeah, Gretel shrugs, nods.
Anywho. So, how long until we get there?
We're a few hours away, especially with this. We're not even a few hours away with this wagon, actually.
Suppose there's enough time for a nap then, huh?
I suppose.
Or, here, do me a favor. And then he reaches up and taps something on his chest, and the glass dome that's around his head kind of retreats, going from the front to the back. And then at the same time, the rectangular bin that's situated on his back pops open. He says, hey, reach into the trunk and grab me a sandwich.
Who are you talking to, sorry? That's the...
Just anyone. I can't reach it myself.
I'll reach in and grab the sandwich.
So, and as you reach in, you feel your arm, like the dimensions of the trunk on the outside are very, like, it's a goblin and it's on his back. It's pretty small. But as you reach in, you feel your arm going all the way down past the elbow until you finally land on some rations.
Almost got it. There we go. Here you go.
Thanks.
Like, and afterward.
That's some strange armor you have. What kind of creature is it made from?
What do you mean, made from? I made this.
Well, yes, of course, but you obviously you killed some creature with a strong hide and put it into some armor. Yes. So, what creature did you kill to do so?
No, I mean it is made of. There are leathery bits, yeah, but I mean most of it is just good old fashioned artifice and engineering. The schematics came to me in a vision from God himself, and then I built it, and I'm constantly improving it.
Is that what they call blacksmiths where you're from? I'm not quite sure I understand.
Blacksmith? What I do is no simple smithering.
He tinkers and betters a lot of things that he uses. Also that others can use. I'm seeing him make miraculous works.
Yeah. Do you think a blacksmith could do this? And I'm going to reach up and I'm going to point the hand of my gauntlet out, finger splayed. And as I do, a port is going to open on the palm. And then a gout of flame is just going to fly out towards one of the nearest trees. Bam! Oh. Kind of poopy format, because Beyond 20 is broken.
Impressive. I can't say I've ever seen anything like it before. Certainly are some interesting fellows.
Yeah, I thought that was really clever. It's there's a fuel line that runs into the tank in the trunk, and it propels the fuel at a incredible speed. At which point it's ignited with a spark. You know what? I'm sure the specifics are way over your head, but I did all this myself.
Okay, but where do you hide the dragon? That's what I want to know.
The dragon?
Well, that's where the fire comes from, right?
What? No. I don't.
Is there?
I'm gonna turn to Pip. What's wrong with your man? Why is he like this?
Pip looks at you. Dawn, is there like a place with like supplies here, or no? Just like a free open space, like free open cart.
No, it's just the open cart.
Okay. Pip looks at the goblin, then pulls up his hood, goes to the corner and just like lays down, like covering like a very small part of the card, like just like on like holding himself, sleepy. Just putting himself to sleep in the corner. And in your head you hear, just lost someone. We sorry. Don't feel like talking right now.
Hmm. Wow. That is a real bummer. Like, what? Guy, you gotta bring down the vibe.
Well, it was a dear friend that we lost. Became like a brother to me very quickly. That wonderful, wonderful fish, man.
He will be missed. I shall write a ballad about him when I get home.
Sorry for your loss.
It's okay. Just I miss him. He used to worry about me. He was fun. Even though he was kind of mean every once in a while. He was a nice guy.
Suddenly, your wagon stops. The driver looks to you. Yeah, this is as far as I'm going. You want to, just follow the road to Vallaki.
Any particular reason this as far as you're going?
Do I need a reason?
Just asking.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I've got deliveries to make, and my path's not gonna go through Vallaki until I come back.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Gotcha.
When we took this gig, you said you were gonna take us to the city.
It's not that far a walk.
But it is a walk.
I apologize.
I want a refund.
We didn't pay for anything.
God, why? You couldn't just.
You know me by now. No, I can't just.
Fine.
So yeah, if we go to the map of Barovia now.
You-
So I gotta ask, since Bubbles died, who is the new group oak?
Oh, you think I'm changing it?
Apparently, still Bubbles.
Just the eternal reminder of Bubbles' death. Is his token?
Yes, you guys, yeah. After that journey, you would be about here-ish.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're almost there.
Well? And I start to.
Yeah. The road you're left on as you see your carriage sort of trundle away. It's nice. It shows how trafficked it is with the heavy wheel marks embedded into the dirt. It seems to be a relatively quote-unquote sunny day. There's never any actual sunlight here. It's more not dark as opposed to light. All of you roll me a perception check.
Oh no! Hey!
painful. I'm gonna have to get used to this, aren't I?
No, actually, if you look in the Discord, you can see that. Oh no, he's done. But Kakaroto was just streaming, working on Beyond 20 for
Oh.
like the past couple hours. So hopefully update.
All right. So everyone but Pip.
Ha, loser.
Everyone but Pip. You see these humanoid figures standing on the side of the road.
How far off?
They seem to be scattered about. There's 2 on your left and 3 on your right. Each is maybe 15, 20 feet from you.
Hello there.
No response.
Let's be on our guard.
Yeah. Can I see anything about them that seems off, like visibly? Maybe drunk or something, or intoxicated?
They seem to be standing like eerily still.
I'll start heading up that way, shield drawn, Warhammer out.
Did they look like the things we had fought before in the, near the lake?
The zombies.
Or the river? Yeah.
No, these are. Yeah, these are. They are standing completely still.
Nora's going to go with Griddle.
So is this the sort of formation you'd be walking in?
I'll be in the middle
Pip
somewhere.
would be here. Yeah, Pip would be in the back.
And Nora and Gretel, which way are you heading? If
Uh,
the surprisingly
south?
pink line is the sort of road.
Yeah.
It looked browner to me on the thing. So you guys are just walking on.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where they're spaced, but I'd be heading towards. If they were off to the side, I'd be heading towards one of them like that.
All right. Pip, as you're walking at the back, you swear you see one of the figures just sort of heads turned to you.
How far away are they from me?
The one that looked at you would have been about here.
Where, sorry? There.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, and I'm gonna try to talk in its head. I'm gonna say, "Hi, can you hear me?"
Normally, if you try and talk to an object, you don't get anything back. You don't make the connection, right?
Well, good to know. But no,
Yeah. No, this is me asking. You
Yeah,
normally
no,
just
I
don't get.
don't think you do. Like, it's a creature. It needs to be a creature.
You definitely get a connection, but there's no response.
Okay. That's not weird.
I am going to ooh, I don't want to do anything aggressive. Pip is going to approach Cicero and like hold his bone doll closer to him. Kind of still looking at the figure here.
Cicero will kind of put his hand on his shoulder and just kind of look over where Pip's looking, and just kind of keep an eye in that direction.
Okay. Gretel and Nora, you're still walking, and Stunning, what are you doing?
I would be following nearby. Staying closer to Gretel. since I know him, the rest of these guys are strangers.
And you can see at the sort of, as you're walking now, at the end of the path, these huge, sturdy iron gates. Shadowy figures standing behind them. A bit, far out, maybe 300 feet.
Keep advancing towards the gate cautiously.
Oh, I don't like the look of this. Here, I think I'm gonna. Yeah. And he reaches up, he touches a button near the neck where it meets the helmet, and he's gonna activate the stealth module and go invisible. Oh no, I don't know which of these things to use. No.
Right, so Stony has gone invisible.
Yes.
And I think DWB's looking for the right icon.
Yes. Because they're not the ones that... Here, we're going to use that one.
I'm not going to change these, they're too nice.
I don't want you to change them. They are very nice. I'm just going to get used to them.
And that's when you all hear it as Stony goes invisible. Footsteps. Behind you, around you, surrounding you.
What kind of footsteps? Hurried footsteps?
Large, clumsy. Like the things making them aren't used to walking.
Is it the things that we were standing up before that were standing still?
You look back, you can't see them.
Time to pick up the pace. Head towards the town quicker, or the gates quicker.
Hello, Ford.
And that's
Thank
been
you
out
for
of
the
the bushes,
resub. 9 months. Oh, we had a baby.
jankily
What's its name?
making their way towards you. These four.
I see.
Scarecrows. Moving scarecrows.
Scarecrows?
Scarecrows. Start shambling towards you all.
Oh. Nope. Don't like that.
Yeah, Pip is going to look at this one here, and he's going to create a mode Earth to make him like fall a ramp, so he falls back, like to here, just like whoop, trying to make him fall.
So a ramp sort of leaning backwards.
Yeah, kind of like move the ground below him to make him fall 5 feet back, like to make him go back 5 feet.
I'm gonna roll a dex save against that. Nope.
Valid.
Okay. And at that hostile action, they're gonna jump into combat.
No.
Sounds about right.
Hey.
I'm trying to think which one's not gonna die first, and I'm just gonna go for his token.
Top left.
Probably the one furthest from Nora. He's gonna be the one to survive the longest.
Here's the thing. They're all at least 20 feet away from Nora.
Oh no.
So they've chosen death, I see.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing? Who's the disappointment?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it says.
Creddle.
I clicked on it.
Creddle. Where'd you get a 2.1? I'll give you the 4.1, doesn't really matter.
0.1.
Hey, this is homebrew. This is homebrew.
Wait, just go ahead and turn that off quick. 1 second.
Stony.
All right. Well, I'm currently still invisible. I'm gonna ask a question, not because I want a metagame, but because it matters. Do they have blind sight?
You don't feel like they can see you.
Okay, good. So I would be rolling with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Stony is going to promptly come out of his stealth module, and we're going to turn around. We're gonna shoot a repulsor blast at the scarecrow on the top left. Did you choose that one to be in the tracker?
No, I made a separate one.
All right. Well,
at the bottom.
I'm guessing a 26 will hit
26 will hit.
for 10 fire.
10 fire.
Yes.
Yeah, this thing burns as you hit it with that.
Ah, excellent.
It doesn't. It seems to emit this guttural scream as the flames touch it.
Ooh, all right. Well then, the only other thing to do. Ah, man, I forgot the thing. As a bonus action, then I am going to again. You see, reach over and touch something on my gauntlet, and a shimmering barrier will come into place around me as I activate a defensive field.
And this is no, it's not Shield of Faith. It's defensive field.
Yes, it's temp HP equal to my equal to my level. So
Okay.
4 temporary HP.
All right. The scarecrows then, with their synchronized guttural screams, are all going to rush at the party.
Oh no!
Almost perfect. Okay. The injured one is going to go for Stony. And I need you to give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good at those.
You are frightened and paralyzed.
No. All right.
Gotta love things that give paralyzed.
You're a monster.
So how's that backup character going?
It's going great. So far, I've taken 0 damage, so I like it.
Mm-hmm.
For
Nora,
now.
you're going to get an attack. Actually, no, Nora, you're also going to get a glare.
In the words of a dear friend, oh no.
Oh no! Well, this combat seems to be going great for me. I don't know what I was talking about. I need to pay for my luck.
Tear him off, Don. Turn him off.
So that's these two. This Joker is gonna claw at Nora. At advantage.
Ooh.
That's a hit. For
Nora's
2
paralyzed,
D4.
right?
Yeah, so Nora, that's a total of 13 to you.
And she's not raging yet?
No.
No. But you're already frightened, so we're not going to make you do another frighten.
Why are you like this?
I'm making you roll less. Gretel, I'm going to claw you. No. And Pip.
Ow. That hurt.
And I need a wisdom save.
Oh, as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do the wisdom first. Okay, I'm fine.
Right, you are not frightened, but
I'm
you
a
will
wise
be
boy.
you will be taking 7 slashing.
Okay.
Because these shadowy... Yeah, I'm going to stop with the description. You get the point. Cicero.
Pretty bad.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
At some
gonna
point,
look
you need
at.
to let go.
I'm going to look over at Nora. I'm going to give her some heroic inspiration.
Range touch.
Oops. I didn't realize that was touch. Oops, my bad. Okay. Never mind on that one. Well, I can reach the goblin, so I'll give him heroism instead.
Aha! I am immune to fear, correct?
You are. You're immune to being frightened. You gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier. Blah 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 blah.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
4.
It's a 4.
Aha!
Because we had this conversation earlier.
Did we?
We did.
The whole 16-18 thing.
Mhm.
Was I paying attention?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
All right, and that will be my turn.
Okay, Nora, you are paralyzed, which means you get nothing.
Womp.
Not even a save,
Yeah,
which
no,
is a
you're
big whop.
just stuck until the end of their turn.
Okay, so I'm in a not really good situation. Some would call this not good.
Some would indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't like this, and I'm gonna cast Misty Step. I'm there now.
You're here now.
And then I am going to move back 25 feet, right next to the other square.
No, that's initiative, monkey.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But before I move back, I am going to.
No, it's not an
target-
actual skeleton.
I know it isn't. I would never go next to him. I am going to target this guy over here, and I would like him to do me a wisdom save.
This guy?
Yes, the guy that is damaged.
Ah, the guy who's damaged. Okay.
Yes. A wisdom save or be yeah, he passes. Okay, I'm gonna return to my place. I'm gonna go back. And is that it? We'll double check something real quick. 30, 55. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Gretel.
I will cast a healing word as my BA onto. Well, can't see the health bar for Stony there. Stony, did you get hit?
No, not yet. Keeps disappearing.
In that case, I'm actually going to hit Bless and get all of us in this range, besides myself.
Alright, so that's a
then I
Nora. That's a Nora, Cicero, and Stony bless.
Correct.
Okay. I know there is a bless one, and it's near the top.
Is it? Is it the bunny?
Can it be the bunny?
It should
No,
be
it's
near
there.
the top.
It's on the
I don't know
left.
why it- No, I found invisible.
Which one's invisible?
It's the one underneath Ghost.
The lightning bolt?
No, it's between the lamp and the torch.
Oh, the domino mask.
Yes.
That's a stupid icon. I don't like it.
Well, that's what you're getting.
Oh.
I swear I just found the blessed one.
But see, it just reset me again. It put invisible back on and got rid of all my shit. Why? Why do you do this?
Okay. And anything else for you then, Gretel?
Yeah, I'm going to rotate over this way. I'm provoking the one.
You're gonna take that one. Miss, okay. You said you were healing wording somebody,
Yeah, I was going to healing word Nora.
but that's a first level spell.
That's why I stopped and said Bless instead.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm paying attention, I swear.
It's all right.
That's you then,
That's me.
Stony.
All right, so Stony is quite adept at getting himself out of sticky situations. So we will use our nimble escape and bonus
Oh.
action disengage.
They can't be mad because gobos are very good.
I think I'll go right there. And then, Stony,
Have you moved? Moved on my screen.
right here.
Hey, I'm moving to my screen either. Weird.
I don't know why. It's always bugged for me. And like I've tried to figure out why, but I don't know. But this is where I am. If you move my there we go, thank you. I am going, you see Stony, he reaches into his suit and he pulls out a couple cables and he just starts spraying them wildly as he dumps the fuel lines all over the the scarecrows in a straight line out from ahead of him.
I don't like the look of this.
It is,
I do.
It is Tasha's
Oh, thank God.
caustic cauldron. So in a 30-foot line, and it's gonna, so it'll be just those three guys. Oh, actually, if you'll let me finagle it, so I get that fourth one.
What's the line here? It's the 30-foot line.
30-foot line, 5 feet wide. So yeah, I probably would right up the middle there, right? Anyway. Why can't I? Oh. No. Yeah, right,
I mean,
right there.
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that gets... I don't know if I'd give it that to that one.
I mean, you can scoot over.
You can scoot over, yeah. We'll give it.
Yeah, okay, anyway. So they all need to make a dex save, or they take 4 acid damage. And at the each creature in line succeeds a dex save will be covered in acid. Until they use an action to scrape or wash the acid off, a creature takes 2d4 at the start of its turn. So actually they would take... Jesus.
Your save is?
It's
14.
13. Or 14, it's in the chat.
Yeah. Alright, so the back one's going to fail, taking 4.
At the start of its turn. Takes no damage right now.
Well, it's their turn next.
Oh, okay. I'm done! Wait, am I done? 5, 10, 15, 25. Haha! 5 more feet away!
And the others don't take any damage, right?
Right. If they pass, they didn't get coded. They're fine.
Alright. Scarecrows then.
How do we mark
You've
which
all
ones
kind
are-
of You've all kind of
are-
left them. They're just gonna, you know.
Can we mark the ones that failed?
Oh yeah, it's red guy, so we'll give him green as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay then. 2 attacks on Cicero.
Alright.
9 and 14.
Let me check my AC. This is the first time I've actually been swung at. One's a hit, one's a miss.
Alright, that's going to be 8 points of damage and a wisdom save.
Alright. So, let me subtract this.
Don't forget the bless.
Bless? How much did I get from that?
Before.
4. Does that subtract damage? Oh, for the save. Sorry.
Yep. No worries.
And then it's a wisdom. You said.
Wisdom, I said.
All right. Oh.
And a d4.
1, 4.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bless already working out. Should have timed that one better. Gretel, you're going to get 1 attack because I've got a paralyzed barbarian.
Oh. Yeah, that makes it through.
7 and a wisdom save. Yeah, I figured. And 2 on Nora.
The
Miss
20
and hit.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll call that 2d4. It's 11 damage. And you are no longer paralyzed, Nora. Cicero.
All right. I guess I will. Unsettling wards this one. Directly in front of me. So, or dissonant whispers. Unsettling wards.
It's wisdom save. Not immune to psychic. So that's always a good sign.
He fails.
14 wisdom damage. He is dead.
All right. That's my turn.
Nora.
All right. Well, this inability to take action has made me angry.
Yeah.
And then I will try to hit the one to my east with Great Weapon Master.
So
Ooh,
long.
++.
Farewell. That hits.
Hey, it's an actual thing.
I'll be just say goodbye. Not dead.
All right. Well, that's it for me.
So, congratulations, you have scared Pip because Nora has not one-shot this creature, so I'm terrified of it already. I am going to move a little bit closer. This guy here is not damaged, right?
No.
Okay. From the ground below him starts trembling, and 5 spots appear around him. And then from the ground rises a skeletal hand that is going to try to grab him as I cast Maximilian's Earth and Grasp.
Okay.
That disgusting. This is so wrong. Just okay. He fails. Takes only 9 bludgeoning in his restraint.
9 bludgeoning and restraint.
Yes. And if he wants to break out, he's going to use an action to make a strength check again. And yeah, next turn I can move him, but this turn I'm gonna just go and just chill a bit back. Just yeah, you know.
Shreddle.
I don't think
I
it's a
will go
wall
ahead
so
and
much as it
cast
is just
a
an elevation
Cure
change.
Wounds on Nora.
Because
It's
all
so
the skeletons.
much
Oh no,
work,
that's
you're
the
just
edge of the road.
removing it.
This is
Yeah,
true.
because all the scarecrows started
go.
outside on the edges and moved in, and then the squishies ran out.
And I actually can't do anything else. I will hold my position and turn.
Alright. Stony.
Yes. I think the only... What is the fist?
He is grappled by Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Restrained.
Yes. Well,
Restrained.
We will... Restrained. So I would have advantage. Yeah, well, I also have Bless. Cool. Let's attack the one that's restrained. We're gonna go for it. With another hand-mounted repulsor blast! Pew! To 23, I guess.
Yep. That's another 20 points of fire damage.
I would like to use my... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's medium. I would like to use my Fury the Small. Take 4 more. Haha!
Is this fire damage?
That's a really good question.
I believe it's the same damage as the attack. So if it's
Because
It
if
just-
so, I'd like to.
It just says
Call it
4
done.
extra damage.
No, it causes this spell to deal extra damage, so it would be extra fire damage. Which means you've just killed it.
Woo!
It had
exterminated.
It had 27 hit points.
So they're like
nice.
vulnerable to fire or something. Oh, wow.
Alright, I've decided Stony dies at
Nope.
some point.
Oh, run away.
Hey, now I have a barrier.
That's it.
Alright,
How
the
you guys
scarecrows.
doing up there?
How much does Green Boy take on his turn?
2d4. Which is 7. That's a better roll.
I'm just gonna put a raven here, Dawn, to mark my spiritual, my Maximilian Suffering Grasp.
That's not a giant stone hand.
Okay. At 2 attacks on Nora. First one at disadvantage, second is 13, so probably missing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's only disadvantage on people other than me, but yeah, either way it'll miss. Yeah.
And then Cicero.
That'll hit.
Give me a wisdom save.
One moment. Let me subtract that. Go. All right. Wisdom save, and bless works every time, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't fail.
Okay.
Clutch.
Clutch indeed.
Two saves I've lost because of that. Cicero, it's your turn.
You're welcome.
All right. I will I keep saying unsettling words. I will dissonant whisper is the one in front of me.
Alright. You'll pass,
passes.
taking 4 points of psychic damage.
And then I will bonus action healing ward myself.
Nah, that's a first level spell.
Oh, okay. All right. And that's my turn then.
Alright, Nora.
All right. I will attempt to do the same thing I did last turn with a Great Weapon Master to the same one.
Go for it.
Don't forget your bless.
You can fail with bless.
Okay.
1 hit.
Acceptable.
Right. I'll move in here, and then I will use my bonus action now to attack the one to the south of Cicero with another Great Weapon Master.
Go for it.
And I think that's even with bless. I think,
Even with bless.
No.
and that's it for me.
Alright. Pip.
Okay. I am going to move up to there. Which one is not damaged?
The one to Laura? Nora is left.
Perfect. The hand moves towards him, ripping through the earth, and is gonna try to do the same to him. So I need that strength save from him as well.
Strength save.
That's a fail. He takes 11 bludgeoning as the hand grapples him. He's also restrained. I love this spell so much. Nora, Laura of Iron. Okay, and yeah, that would be my turn.
Gretel.
We'll step over to here. Bonus action heal word on Cicero.
Thank you kindly.
No problem. And then swing at the scarecrow in front of me.
Swing away.
Trying to. It's not. There it is.
21. This is a non-magical weapon, right?
Correct.
Alright. You swing into him and it. I didn't count Nora's. I'm an idiot. You swing into him, and it will do full damage because your DM's an idiot.
Okay. End of turn.
Stony.
Yes. I do believe Stony would unleash another repulsor blast. It's kind of what I do.
Pulse of blast.
Let's do the one that's restrained because I like having advantage.
Now hit.
God, that's almost
Fury
max
of the
damage
Small
again.
adds 4. So
No, that's only
13.
one time. Fury the Small is only one time.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And then
So
I think
that's
it recharges on
only
a
18
long.
points of damage.
Yeah. And then I'll be done, and I'll roll the damage for the one that's burning.
All right. Cicero.
All right.
Oh, short rest. Neat.
All dissonant whispers, second level, on the one in front of me.
Running out of spell slots here. Alright. That's a wisdom save.
He passes. Dang, that was some good damage too.
Half the damage. He doesn't look good.
Right. It's my turn.
Nora.
All right. Sounds pretty weak. Let's start with
Why, hello, Wandering Robot. Thank you
Oh,
for the
dang.
sub.
Oh,
4
dang.
months in a row, man. Appreciate you.
well, that's it for me, unfortunately.
Godspeed. Pip.
You know what? Pip is going to look at the guy here, and simply the hand is going to try and squish him. Let me double check if it. Yep, strength save, and take 2d6. I believe it has disadvantage. I'm not sure. Taking 7.
That is going to kill him.
Perfecto. And with this, he is going to go. And end my turn.
And finally, Gretel.
I will take a swing at the one in front of me.
Go for it.
I do not have plus.
You do not. That's all right.
Stay there.
Because
End of turn.
Stoney's here.
Hi. Yes, that's me. Once more, we'll point our gauntlet towards him
Oh,
and
roll
fire.
Oh no, it takes. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a crit. Hey! Oh, it only rolled 1. Roll it again.
20 points of fire damage. This thing just turns into ashes.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Well, that was a warm welcome.
They're scary.
Nah, that was fine. They didn't even do anything. Look, and I start flexing. That not a scratch on me.
Okay.
Is anybody else hurting? There's need.
I'll be fine for right now.
No.
Worse, I just would hate to fight them again. I don't like not being able to do anything.
You guys
It's
aren't
okay
half
to
bad
be
in a scrap.
scared.
You're all right.
It's okay to be scared.
It is indeed. Although conquering that fear when you can is always a good idea as well. The light will ever show through.
Okay.
So, you continue on.
Dip to the gates.
The old Slavic road meanders into a valley, watched over by a dark, brooding mountain to the north and the south. The woods recede now, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of those sturdy iron gates, with those shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half-dozen pikes, with a wolf's head impaled on them.
Oh, well that's... Ugh.
That's not something you see every day.
Yes, it's very disconcerting. Look through the gates as best I can to see if the figures on the other side are actually moving in any way.
Oh yeah, the moment you try and look through the gates, there's a spear point. Spear tip in your face.
Whoa, friends.
Who are you?
Griddle. And this is Stony.
Hi.
And then I point to Nora and I say, and this is.
Nora Verna.
Thanks.
That's my crew.
Oh yeah?
Cicero, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, my name is Cicero, traveling Chester. Pleasure to meet you.
What's your business in Vallaki?
Well, we're just passing through. We need some supplies for the road.
Very well. They both pull on the sort of back of this gate. Then you guys into the town of Vallaki.
Well, that was easy.
She might glance back.
You see that while they let you in, they're still watching. Spears gripped.
They seem a trusty sort.
So, do you know that the scarecrows outside of town attacked us?
There's been more attacks recently, yeah.
Recently? Sorry, just come here.
Yeah, recent.
How recent?
Okay, sorry.
Last couple of weeks.
Any idea why? What the cause is?
There's No, it couldn't be that. Don't worry about it.
No, what'd you just do there?
There's an old festival, an old thing that the town does, and it's coming up, and the superstitious say that's the cause of it.
Whoa, what does the festival entail?
It's the Festival of the Blazing Sun. It's in a couple of days now, 3 days.
Is there a certain place that, or is it like all over the town or the countryside?
Oh yeah, town square.
So I'm confused. So the commotion from the festival is drawing them here?
We don't know.
What
Some
would be the
say
correlation?
Some say they do, some say they don't. But
That
it's like, but while you're in the town, the walls will protect you, the guards will protect you. There's no beasts here. You can
Good
rest.
evening. It's that time again.
Inside
Time
that.
for a wandering monster. I think a hydral oath will have to work for this. A success on this will
Seems to
yield
believe
the
what
2
he's saying.
table G items.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your hospitality. Is there a temple to the Morning Lord here?
Is there a what?
Temple to the Morning Lord? Lathander?
There's the Abbey of Saint Markovia. That's the main sort of place of worship around here. That's further down the road out of Vallaki. There's St. Andrew's Church, I suppose. Yeah,
Thank you
St.
very
Andrew's Church. That's dedicated to the Morning Lord.
All right. Thank you very much.
No worries. Will you lot be needing inn recommendations? Not that there's many to choose from.
Yes, please. Where can we get the finest meal?
You'll be looking for the Blue Water Inn. It's run by the Martikov family. They'll host you.
Pip will approach the guard and just like, I imagine the guard didn't see me at first. Just gonna pull like on the guard's vest, just like so he can look down. And I'm going to look up and say, "Is there a place where you bury people?"
There's the graveyard.
Okay. Where is it?
St. Andrew's Church.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Would you like some company?
Sorry, is it towards me?
Yeah, I can do ceremony stuff.
He looks to you and says, I never needed a company to sleep, but okay.
Just kind of nod.
He'll enter the city.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were already inside.
Yep. So you guys are entering the city. Where are you entering the city from? Down here. And they'll point all the locations out on your map. St. Andrew's Church is number 1. And the inn is number 2.
Is there any place to buy anything here, by the way, too? Like just regular goods?
There's a couple of vendors.
I would most certainly like to pass on those ventures as well. Try to sell some of my wares.
Yeah. So we'll say you can sell your stuff for a quarter of the price.
Ooh. Okay. It's better than nothing, I guess.
Yee.
And you can buy anything from the player's handbook that's under 50 gold.
Ooh.
Yeah, I probably have holy water here for some reason, so to sell some stuff.
I will be
Well, yeah.
selling a light
Okay.
crossbow because I have
This
3 of
gold thing we can handle ourselves, or do you want us to like? I can give a description
I
after the game
think
if you
you
want.
guys can
Just
handle
to
gold.
no. Yeah. Okay. I can go to sell after the game so we don't clog up the game.
Yeah.
Stream. Yep.
I believe Pip and I are going to the church to go bury long friend.
I'm hungry.
Oh.
I only eat the pastry, and now I don't want to eat it anymore.
Can you tell me what happened?
Pastry made out of people.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Never proven.
I thought she admitted it.
Thanks, no. Okay. I'll keep that in mind next time. Next time I visit them. says, can we go eat something?
Yeah,
By
do you
all
guys
means.
want to get your rooms before we start heading to other places?
I'm not getting a room. I'm just getting the food. I'm sleeping in the graveyard.
Go into the inn.
Yes. I'll go to the inn. I could use
Yeah,
a drink.
so you're sent to the Blue Water Inn, and you can see grey smoke issuing from the chimney of this large two-story wooden house, a wooden building even, with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which you see several ravens are perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
Head on in.
Yeah, so you meet the bartender, an older, sort of male human. Greetings, I'm Erwin. What can I get you guys?
Fish sandwich, please.
Fish sandwich. I don't think we got. We might have some fresh fish. Anything else?
Oh.
I want some bread.
Bread, fish.
I would.
What is the specialty here? What do you got back there?
We're famous for our wolf steak.
Well, I'll try anything twice.
Alright. So bread, fish, steak. You guys travelers?
Yes.
We have been on the road quite some time.
We've got rum.
That would be very.
Yeah,
much
I'd like to have a room.
That's what, 5 of you? 5 rums, bread, fish, wolf steak.
I don't want a room.
That's 4 of you. Bread, fish.
Are you sure it's okay for you? I mean,
That's
you wanna
gonna
stay out?
come out to 5
What?
electrum.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I hate Dawn so much.
Hey, I'm following the book.
I wish to perish here already. I'm so glad I'm not getting a room.
We'll call it 5 silver. We'll call it 5 gold.
No,
Just to make it easier on
That's
you poor
worse.
people.
Can I? I'll take a steak too, if that's quite alright.
That'd be 6 gold.
We're going in the wrong direction.
I'll pay up the gold.
Isn't 5 electrum like 2.5 gold?
Hey, you lot Okay, 3 gold, we'll say then.
Okay.
You lot complained about the electrum, and then you start complaining that I changed the price to match you. What next?
I mean, for that kind of money, you could also throw in a beer.
Don't got beer, we got wine.
Wine? Yeah.
Got purple grape mash number 3, or the red dragon crush, which is, by all means, better.
Bread.
I'll have both.
Cool, that'll be 13 copper.
All right, my new friend here has got the tab.
Cicero will look down. That's all I got, pal.
You'll be all right. We'll make more.
You guys said you were travelers, adventurers.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? You got something need doing?
Could do, yeah. Family's wine supply comes from the Wizard of the Wines winery. Latest delivery's a little late. Could do with some help figuring that out.
All right. And what's your offer?
Free board.
Oh, that is quite generous. How about you throw in this fine bottle of purple whatsits and we'll be good.
Alright. How long are you
Hey!
staying here before heading out? A night?
Yeah. We just got a room and a bottle of wine. It's time to go get crunk.
Oh, it's...
Come on, boys. It's time to get to know each other.
Okay. Pip's gotta go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll go sit down.
Yeah, Pips is now like the on the chair and like his face like halfway like into the table, like just barely put his chin on top of the table.
So, what's everybody else drinking?
That wine, obviously.
What? This is mine.
I have the Red Dragon Crush, I think.
Lad, I paid for that wine. You best be thinking.
No, you
that
didn't. He gave it to me for free.
He did negotiate for it, yes.
Did he though?
Yeah, I mean the DM said.
So, yeah, as you look around this tap room, you see damp cloaks hanging from pegs on the entrance portico. The tavern here seems to be packed with tables and chairs, narrow paths meandering between them. The bar stretches across a wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the northern wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the lamp windows here are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars, while lanterns hang above the bar and rest on tables, bathing the room in a dull orange light and casting shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. And there seems to be, a couple of people here. Mostly all humans. And mostly, in a group. There's two people who have knives and wolf pelts on their belt. Two nobles drinking together. And a lone bard, sort of drinking alone.
This place is lively.
Perhaps we should ask the bard to place a tune while we sit here and get to know each other, liven the place up a bit.
Sure.
Is it a male or female?
Male.
Excuse me, sir. Can you play a tune?
Yes. Did you? Sorry, my friend. I'm not musically inclined. Bit of a shame of mine, but I do tell stories, very good ones.
Ah, that'll do lovely as well.
Okay, excellent. Well then, have you heard of a land known as Chult? And
No.
do you guys mind if we take a quick 5-minute break here, as this bard's going to tell you a story?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, 5-minute break. I'll see you then.
In 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
See you in
5 minutes.
Which I will almost certainly be late for, but will not admit to.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
I refuse to be late for those 5 minutes.
Ah, JC, you're a
Imagine
monster.
why.
I hope you're happy. You did this.
Are you starting again?
I'll be right back. I have returned.
Welcome
Nice.
back.
Oh no, jigs up, scatter.
Cheese it! Does this count as a short rest? Please say yes.
We can't cheese it. You have the booze.
Vallaki.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop now. Like, we're in town, right?
Right.
Everything is good. Just talking to people, hanging out at the bar, then BAM! It's gonna be bad.
Suddenly
Oh,
we're in
absolutely.
dusk. Suddenly we're in dusk till dawn, and the entire bar is filled with vampires.
Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, there's probably a reason why there was knives and some of the non what did they call? Sorry, nobles, non-nobles belts, but shrug. Who asked for the fish sandwich, by the way?
Nora.
Lord, just
Rude.
ask for like Bubbles dies. I want a fish sandwich, please.
I was like, oh.
I was like, who did that?
I'm hurt and offended.
Sounds about right.
You're hurting a patty. Sorry. Assassin's been banned from the channel. You're banned from the server.
Just like the witches going to Bubbles and putting two breads between his face. What are you? What are you? A fish sandwich.
So at what point do we go back and get our vengeance?
Yes.
I was gonna say because that seemed like a thing.
You guys can
When
go
we get
whenever you'd
hungry,
like.
Probably.
Whoa!
She's back.
She heard our
I'm
plans.
back.
What we were saying was we want to sit here and have a nice drink and a song or a speech thing. That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A
of course, yeah.
relaxing day in Barovia.
Relaxing day in
Followed by a long rest, right?
followed by
And a retirement.
Retirement. You'll just retire. Well, yeah, bye.
So, you guys ready to get back into it?
Yep.
Yes.
Are you all here?
Yes.
Everyone that matters.
Oof.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Yeah, see?
So, you get back. Rictario, who's introduced himself as Rictario, half-elf bard, finishes his story about a group of adventurers who travel to this land called Chol, which you all know of, and defeat a creature born of undeath, a baby god. Sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous. I love it.
I scowl.
Can't be that impressive. It's just a baby.
But he finishes the story with a flourish. Looks to see your reaction.
Sorry, I don't like undead. His skull is not for your story. Your story's good. I don't like the upsetting of natural order of things.
Agree. Our ancestors should be left to rest.
Nods.
Well, it's dusk, so as he says this, the innkeeper puts down a basket of apples and a steak in front of the bard, and that would be my cue. I'm so sorry. He grabs the steak and the apples and starts heading out at the tavern.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you for the story.
The innkeeper looks at you all. Your 4 rooms are ready. They're just upstairs. Here are the keys.
Is he not staying here? I mean, I would have bought him a room for the night for the story too.
Oh, him? He buys the food every day. Twice a day, apples and steak, and he goes off to a toy maker, Blinksy.
Huh.
Oh. There's a toy maker that is he having like a rough time right now? Or are they having a rough time right now?
Sorry, say that again?
Are they having a rough time right now? Like is the economy slow kind of a thing?
It's not much to be happy for, I guess. Haven't seen a kid with a Blinksy doll, a new Blinksy doll, mind you, in forever. I don't think I've seen anyone go
Have to
in.
ask.
Blinksy will recover. He's a stable of the town.
What's a Blinksy doll?
Oh, he's a toy maker. Blinksy. Gadolf Blinksy. He makes toys. He makes festival decorations.
Gotcha. I meant you said Blinksy doll, so I didn't know if they were just like as in he makes them, or if it was like modeled after some. Okay, never mind. I got it. Well, I set a gold piece down, and I say the next time he comes back in, tell him I said thanks for the story in case I'm not here, and that his day of eating and whatnot is on me.
Will do.
Thank you.
So, what are we all doing now then?
Sleeping?
Yeah.
If it's getting dark, Pip will take the rest of his bread and begin walking out, going to the church.
Oh yeah, I will go with to conduct the ceremony.
Once he gets there, he is just going to mold earth himself a path over. I don't know if it's a fence or not. Just like if he can't cross it, just gonna mold earth a path over the fence for him.
Hold up. I've got box text to read and my handout to find.
All good.
Seriously, where the hell did I leave it?
I'm not the only one that thinks splitting up for the night is a bad idea, right?
Oh no, absolutely not. I also find it a horrible idea, but I'm doing it.
Okay. Just as long as we have that on the record, right here recorded for everyone to see.
Fully.
We know this is a terrible idea. We're doing it anyway. All right.
I mean, I have to go, do the ceremony first, kind of part and parcel.
You're doing the ceremony for Bubbles, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So as you approach the church, you see this slouching, centuries-old church has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows, depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps amongst the grave.
I'm sure that's not creepy enough. Okay.
Pip looks at it. Is there a gate to enter the cemetery, or do you need to go to the church?
And then there's a gate.
Okay. Pip will just go through the gate if it's possible.
Yeah.
He will look around. Is there any bottles or something of the kind, like a body of water?
There doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Pip will walk then to maybe below a tree or something, and with mold earth he will dig up a small hole, not gigantic, and he takes out from his backpack the
As you're doing
bone.
this, Pip,
Oh boy.
as you're doing this, Gretel, what are you doing?
I'm kind of keeping an eye out. I do have an observant for the feet, and I just wait for Pip to get done. Digging the spot and picking a spot, and then I'll start the ceremony after that.
Roll me,
Funeral rite.
roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And as soon as you and Pip have entered the graveyard, you feel like someone's been watching you. And now, as Pip starts digging up the earth, you hear this figure running at you with a lantern in one hand, yelling incoherent words.
I stand up and pull my warhammer out and say, "Step right there. Approach no further," and then also brandish my holy symbol.
Pip, you would hear this commotion.
Pip does not turn around. He puts a little skeleton of a little fish skeleton in the hole and begins digging it up with his own hands, like putting back up the earth. Still basically kneel down and finishing patting the earth. I don't know if this is possible before the figure approaches, but he is doing that.
The man who came up to you, you see now as a priest, wearing the symbol of the Morning Lord. See him holding the lantern closer to you.
Father,
Who are you?
my name is Gretel Stormshatter. I am a fellow cleric, and I'm here to do a funeral rite for one that has passed. I'll motion over to.
You're- What do you know of the theft?
What theft?
And you see his anger is still evident on his face, although he seems to be more hesitant now.
We've only just arrived. We haven't even been here a day. What theft are you talking of?
A couple of nights ago, the bones of the Saint Andrew were stolen. Someone broke into our crypt and removed them from their resting place. And I,
Who would do such a-
the only person in this town who knows where they were.
Is he telling the truth about that?
He's very angry at this. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are gonna die.
I mean, no offense. I'm not trying to say this coarsely to you, but if you were the only person that knew about them, I just kind of gave him like a little bit of an eye.
Ah, yes, it must be the priest of the Morning Lord who stole the bones of the Saint of the Morning. That makes total sense. He spits.
No,
every
it doesn't.
word.
Hence why I just That's why I just said to you what I said to you. Who else knows about them? Somebody else must
No
have
one.
otherwise.
I have not told a soul.
So, okay, does anybody else work around here that may have known about them?
There's Yeska. The altar boy here, Yeska. I told him not to disturb that crypt. Maybe a month ago. He wouldn't have done this.
Have you asked him to see if he's, seeming?
I know Yeska. He's an orphan. I practically raised the boy.
Is there anything special? I mean, obviously there's something special about the bones. Do they have any actual properties to them? Protections, maybe?
There was always the rumor of St. Andrew protecting this, being the protector of this town from the undead.
How long would you say this happened?
A couple of nights ago.
Okay, so just for my recollection, the guard said something about the scarecrows and whatnot attacking more and more for like weeks now.
A couple of days to a week, yeah.
Oh. Have you noticed an increase on the attacks on the town since the bones have gone missing?
I picked
Is that
up
about the same time?
I haven't picked up a weapon nor been near the gate for a while, but I guess.
Okay. Well, if you didn't take it, obviously, maybe we should talk to Vescal. Did you say Vescal?
Yes. He'll be here tomorrow morning. You can talk to him then.
Very well. Would you mind if I finish the ceremony for our dearly departed?
Who's the small one with you?
Pip?
Pip finishes burying, covering the hole. Turns around. I'm Pip.
Hello, Pip.
Burying friend. Going to sleep afterwards.
Of course.
Thank you.
He looks very confused. Feel free to perform your rites, and we can talk in the morning.
Thank you, Father.
May the Morning Lord watch over you both. And he sort of puts the lantern out and starts heading back to the church.
Just so I don't think I'm off the rack here, the Morning Lord is the Thander, right?
Yeah, it's a name for him in Forgotten Realms, and it seems to be the only name he goes by in here.
Gotcha. Okay. Just thought I was I will conduct the ceremony then for the funeral so he can't be raised. Basically, I think it's for 7 days or something.
Oh no, there is no body. He just put a random fish skeleton in it.
I don't know that.
Valid.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just do my thing.
This is where the end game will not be Strahd. It will just be the undead body of Bubbles.
Don't you dare!
We're gonna fight pastry. Oh god.
I mean, the undead don't have to breathe, so shrug.
Living spell meteor swarm.
A living smear swarm spell, yeah, that
No,
tracks.
better yet. Living spell Eldritch Blast. I will win. Anyway.
Yes.
You were all able to take the benefits of a long rest.
Woo!
Yeah, Pip will absolutely just make a hut of dirt for himself on the graveyard, go to sleep there. But thank God we have a long rest now. I can cast Grease again.
Yeah.
Haha.
Aha!
Mhm.
Ho ho!
Ah,
Uh-huh.
be a shame if my next monster had a fly speed.
So what you're saying is I need to take is it Earth to ground or something like that? The one that makes you go down immediately. I can take that one. Don't don't challenge me.
But do you think I'm going to bring in a flying monster next?
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows?
Because every spell you prep for a contingency is another spell slot wasted.
Oh.
Perhaps, but it's worth it to be able to grease it all.
You're gonna get us killed! Why are we trying to one up the dungeon master?
For the funsies.
Going to die.
I mean, yeah.
I see you've chosen death.
Good choice.
Okay, so
Um,
the four of you who are sane people and slept in beds. You wake up feeling refreshed, relaxed.
Yeah.
You see people putting up decorations as you come into the tap room. They, bright colours, suns, little character. You know the drawings with the big heads.
Yeah.
characters.
Caricature. That's the one. Of like fire going on around.
I like the cut of their jibe. You can get behind this. So,
Not so sure.
what's on the agenda for today?
Well, we need to get rations for the road.
Before we leave, actually, there's a couple things here I'd like to do first. Apparently, somebody has stolen from the church.
Oh,
Yes, when we were there last night. Well, when I was there last night, he's still there, I think. But the father of the place told us that a saint's bones had been taken. I was going to go talk to the only other person in there who was a altar boy. See if they know anything.
Yes. It's a great crime to disturb the bones of our ancestors.
Yes, it is. And also, apparently, the attacks on the town increased right about the same time as the bones were taken. So, apparently, there's a legend that it protects the town, and that seems to kind of prove that it might be true. I've heard of such holy relics myself, but I've never actually seen them. But in this place, who knows?
Okay.
But yeah,
So, yeah,
you-
Pip, after he wakes up, he will go to the tavern.
Alright. So as you all were heading to each other's sort of area, you meet in the town square. Right, you guys were heading to the thing, right?
I mean, I don't know who was following me, if anybody, but
yeah, I'll go.
Yep.
I'm bored. Let's do something.
As you all meet up in the town square, you see that the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, blocked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a grey statue of an impressive man facing west, and all around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all, the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required, pikes will be provided. All will be well. And it's signed the Baron.
Well, that sounds.
It seems to be out of date. Maybe a couple of days.
Attendance and children required.
Yeah, that sounds ominous.
It's not the most beautifully worded thing in the world, is it?
And pikes will be provided. What would everyone need a pike for?
I mean, why wouldn't you want a pike?
Pip looks and says, "Will they give me a pike as well?"
Well, if you were here for the Wolf's Head Jamboree, you would have been.
What is the Wolf's Head Jamboree?
You don't know, you just see the flyer for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking to somebody. My apologies. Yeah, I will go ask somebody. What's the Wolf's Head Jamboree?
I don't think it matters what the Wolf's Head Jamboree is. We're definitely going to this party, right?
I mean, assuming that nothing else comes up, yes. I would very much like to find these bones first.
As you watch, a man arrives with two of the town guards. Orders one to tear down all the posters and orders the other to start putting up new posters. This is the man.
Oh, wow.
Well then.
Also not ominous.
What's ominous about him?
That's one dragon-looking hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Go ahead. What's the new one say?
Ah, the new one. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year. A festival of the blazing sun. Attendance and children required, rain or shine. All will be well. And it's signed the Baron.
They focus a lot on their children.
They really do.
I don't know about you. I'm not so sure about the required part. That doesn't sound very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Good.
Yeah. Well, good. Yes, but
Wait a minute. There's two different parties going on?
No, my friend.
I think we missed.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we missed the first one, and they just put the one up that's coming up in a couple days.
Oh.
hey, on the upside, at least we're here for this one.
I mean, I guess. Two parties better than one party.
But one
How dare
party
you
is better
upset the
than no
goblin?
parties.
Very quick question.
Shoot.
The person we are escorting
Arena.
the arena, is this the place we're meant to escort her to? This down here?
You want the Abbey of Saint Markovia?
No, that's a different city. This is Vallaki. That's in Kresk.
Okay.
Yeah, you want Kresk. Krezuk. I don't know. They didn't give me. They gave me a guide to pronounce it.
Good to know.
Excuse me, is that guy still there?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
He looks at you with a scowl on his face. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. What?
Can you let us know more about this festival that's coming up by chance?
Blazing Sun?
Yes, please.
Burgomaster has decreed it will be held in 2 days.
The Burgomaster?
Yes, Vargas Valovec.
And is that the Baron? I say, pointing to the sign.
That'd be the Burgomaster, yeah. The Burgomaster is the Baron, as some would call him.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
Anything
gonna be a morale booster.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
Has morale been low?
His eyes scan your group. Kinda low. Sounds been had it rough for a bit.
Well, how would we partake in this? Anything we need to know, especially besides to bring our children and get a pike? Wait, that one didn't say pike. Never mind. I didn't say that last part. Sorry.
Just bring yourselves and prepare to have a good time. That's what I've been told.
Sounds good. Are you like the local magistrate, or?
I work for the Baron, the Burgomaster. You see, as he's saying this, 2 guards are pushing and forcing another man wearing a plaster donkey head into the stocks here. And the man in front of you, who introduced himself as Izek, just smirks. Never get tired
Sorry.
of that sight.
What's going on there?
What's going on there?
Oh, he's a criminal, malcontent.
A criminal? Ha! Yeah. Definitely don't want any law-breaking citizens. I'm gonna go stand over here.
What law has he broken?
Wasn't there for the arrest, but I think he's just been bad-mouthing the festival. Seems to be the most common crime these days, eh?
What?
Does he look hungry? The guy in the...
You can't really see his face. He's just forced into the stock. And, hit on the back once for good measure.
I'll start approaching towards... Is it like up high, or is it like in the ground level?
It's ground level. But as you do, all the guards sort of stop and look at you.
Are they stopping?
I mean,
Izek looks at you. Tell your halfling you don't touch the stocks.
Cicero will kind of come over and gently put a hand on Pip's shoulder, like, "Come on, we can't go near the stocks. They don't like that around here."
Oh.
Wait. I'm still trying to get over the whole his crime is talking bad about the festival.
yeah, I kind of got a question about that too. Is there any other how did that come about?
Baron's orders.
Was it, just to clarify, did he like badmouth the festival while robbing a bunch of old ladies?
What's it to you?
I'm just curious is all. Just maybe he was.
Sounds like you're kind of lacking in town morale.
Well, I mean,
my
if it's really just what you presented, I mean that's just freaking stupid.
Okay, well, I feel like we should be going now.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
It's what now?
I
Didn't
said
hear
it's
you
stupid.
correctly.
How are you gonna imprison someone just because of something they said?
Cicero now has his head in his hands.
Instant regret.
You lot out of towners?
That's right.
When
Do
his
you
eyes,
see many goblins around here?
his eyes focus on each of you, including Irina. I wouldn't be here tomorrow.
Gonna throw me in the stocks too, huh?
We'll do.
I will
no
not
worries.
be silenced.
We'll be gone by tomorrow. No worries.
Stony, come here. Stop.
What? Did you hear this guy? Really?
Yeah, I did. Just come over here.
No,
Like, lead him away from.
no, I am in the moral right here.
You absolutely are, but shh. Discuss this in a couple seconds.
Why is everybody looking at me like I'm the asshole?
Izek, gestures for the two guards and walks away, leaving, another guard, a third guard, by the stocks, who's, after a whisper in the ear, his eyes are locked onto your group.
One quick thing. As Izek is leaving, I would like to ask him in his mind, why do we need to leave tomorrow? Does something bad happen?
He
I
just
thought the
stomps
festival
off.
was meant to be good.
Just stomps off.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Izek, we're gonna have words. And by
I
words,
really
I mean I'm gonna shoot him with a repulsor blast.
We're gonna have words, him and my gun.
It's gonna be like.
That sounds about right. So, just throwing it out there. I mean, one inept guard. We could totally, later take care of that. Wink over at
Stony, you know who I am.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Stony.
Yeah, this
Long
place,
morning.
this place is giving me an off vibe, but I think we should be out of here by today, if preferable.
Well, unfortunately, there's a couple of things not a couple, but I would definitely like to go at least take care of them more. I can't leave until I take care of the Saint's bones.
Yeah. Plus, we have free room and board at the inn.
Yeah.
Why would we leave?
These are two
Oh, yeah,
excellent points that I wholeheartedly.
I think something bad happens to us if we stay. Why don't we leave and then come back the next day?
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen to him if we stay.
There is about more than 3 guards and him. Maybe more than even 4 guards and him. Do you think you can beat him?
Well, I know that me and Greedall have worked our way out of hairier situations than this. Ain't that right, buddy? Ain't that right?
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah, I do feel like I could fight an entire city sometimes myself, but I agree with Pip. There's a time and a place.
We're gonna lead the party into another unwinnable situation.
Pip just looks and a little out of place for him, sounding a little more intelligent. He says, this is his town. He has a tactical advantage from knowing every single crevice here and having the people to support him. I don't think you'd be able to win here.
I look over at the stocks. I don't think the people support them as much as they think they do.
Oh, I mean the guards.
Hey, yeah, if they
The
walked
people
away,
without
we can go
weapons and
talk to the guy in the pillory.
There's still a guard.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, revolutionaries we are not.
Now's your chance. Grease up!
This
I was gonna do something similar. I was going to
this would be roughly when the screaming starts.
Oh, wait.
screaming.
Right now?
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, where's the screaming?
Seems to be coming from the church.
Isn't that where the dude?
Not
No,
the
wait, no,
church.
it's not.
Yeah,
Right to the church.
that's what this bones is. Yeah, I gotta go. I head to the church.
So,
Run.
running to the church, you see the priest in, better robes than he was in last night, and the boy. You assume this is the altar boy he talked about, whose name I totally didn't forget. Yes,
something.
Yeska.
Oh, maybe
I'm
not.
gonna put it here so it's obvious I didn't forget it.
Yes. Okay.
They're both being stalked through the graveyard as you run up.
Stalked through the graveyard?
Yeah,
By what?
by this guy.
Ah, fun. Fun.
I have a feeling I'm on the wrong map.
Random battle maps.
Oh! Oh!
See, this is why we stick to players.
Why does that say a white official?
Because I think it's a white abish.
Shockingly, its name is White Aperture.
Wow,
You see
that's
this
amazing.
this creature. It looks like a devil mixed with a dragon.
Go on.
Stalks this priest through the graveyard, clawing and breaking gravestones as it advances slowly. Its sword just sort of hanging loosely.
I charge in. I don't even wait.
Oh,
I
rip.
Sacred Flame it. As soon as I get close up, I Sacred Flame it.
All right, so
I'm going in as well.
Let's
He doesn't seem
put-
very.
let's put
fun.
ourselves in initiative.
Oh boy.
Rip.
You may notice an addition to the party. This is intentional.
I am going to use my inspiration on this initiative.
Ah, that's good.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm not going to make you defend an NPC.
Oh
It's
no!
cruel.
Oh no! I didn't even get the joke until after you said it wasn't. It was a joke. Smooth brain.
Defending an NPC is the worst. Don't
It's
worry.
the worst.
There we go.
We would just
1,
let
2,
her
3,
die.
4, 5, 6. That's
I mean,
all of you.
I have no real strong feelings about letting her live or die.
Cicero.
Okay, how close is this thing to the priest?
It's about 30 feet.
And it's still gunning for him right now.
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my dissonant whispers to try and stop his advancement.
Rip.
9 psychic, and he has to run away from you.
Yes.
Well, hey now.
That'd be hilarious. Oh, you did roll.
And he runs 20 feet closer to the priest and the child.
Don't.
But he snarls as he gets hit with this. And he turns and... Anyone here speak Infernal?
I think I do. Oh no, I do not.
I do not.
I speak Draconic.
Yeah, it's not going to talk Draconic.
Oh.
I said Infernal, we're going to stick with Infernal.
Okay.
And it's going to spread its wings, and... I can't get close. Boo.
You said it's gonna dash?
It's going to ready in action. Eep. Actually, no, it's going to come to here, ready in action.
No, I don't like that.
Pip. Pip, pip, pip. JC.
I was muted.
Smart.
Well done. Two can play this game.
No?
As I'm going to hold my own action.
Oh.
Why?
Let's-
Hello,
to
Roman
cast
D&D. Thank you for the
Mind's
raid and the
Liver.
host.
Okay,
How's
what's the trigger?
everyone? Welcome to the stream.
As soon as his next turn ends.
Okay.
And that's it.
Nora.
Wait,
All
what
right,
was...
I'm going to rage
I missed
and
it.
attempt to throw a javelin.
Just move.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was fine. Sorry.
He's like
and
hovering of like 5 feet off the ground. He's fine.
then, oh yes, of course. You know what I'm gonna do.
Reach.
Already done that.
And great weapon master.
Hey, would you look at that? That hits. I'm so glad these two resistant creatures are hitting each other.
The longest fight in existence.
Yeah, you smash into this Abishabi with your maul, and it just sort of looks down at where you think there should be a bigger dent. There isn't.
Fair enough. That's it for me.
Stony.
Holy crap! It's my turn already.
Oh, sorry, no. Reaction.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did you just? Oh, because it held an action.
You take 2 points of damage, Nora.
Oh, that's a lot of
Oh
damage.
yeah, you take that. All right. Well, what are we gonna do? We don't have a lot of options. So we are going to run 25 feet forward. And we're going to take just our gauntleted hand and we're going to try and punch it. As soon as I find the correct one. There it is. We're going to punch it. And as we do, a burst of lightning comes out of the gauntlet and I hit the Abishai. I'm guessing with the 21.
Yep.
Okay.
Is this magical damage?
Well, it is. It's thunder.
Thunder doesn't inherently mean magical.
Well, the gauntlets are part of my armor, and my armor is magical. It is arcane armor, as per my class ability.
It's not got resistance, so I was just messing with you.
I don't know why it's not rolling the damage, but it is 1d8. Here, I will click that. There we go. It takes 2 thunder damage. However, a creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures that are not me until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then,
as a reaction,
boop, 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 he just uses
No.
reaction.
He already uses reaction to hold action.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
No. As a bonus action, nimble escape. Finish my movement over here.
Okay. I thought you'd be going further.
Well,
Okay.
I don't have any more movement.
Gretel.
Alright, I will go to there. Actually, before I get there, I'm gonna stop right there first. And I will cast a guiding bolt at it.
A 13 is gonna miss.
Ew.
And then I will step right next to it.
Oh, you upcasted as well.
Yeah, I did. Oh well, what can you do?
That's rough.
End of turn.
Okay. You know how I joked earlier about how I wouldn't make you save an NPC?
Hey.
Hey. God.
Hey.
God.
So, Irina's about here-ish, right?
She's on the DM there.
She's right there.
Oh yeah, there she is.
You see coming from the sides an old friend, and by old I mean literally 5 minutes ago.
Well, this butthole.
Who is going on the initiative order?
Oh, I have a feeling maybe the White Abishai with the guy with the draconic hand might have something in common. Just a wild feeling here.
Yeah, it's totally planned. Cicero.
So is this guy coming towards us?
Yes.
And he looks very hostile.
Yes.
Okay, well.
But then
shit.
your friends are all busy with that devil over there.
Cicero will yell, "Guys, we got something else going." Is he holding something in his hand right now, like a sword or an axe?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. Okay, well, I will use let's see. Let me make sure this is what I think it is. I'm not stupid. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'll use heat metal on his battle axe.
He'll take the 6 points of fire damage, and then it's a con save to drop the axe.
To not drop it.
Yeah, con save to not.
Can I willingly fail that?
Yes.
Bye, axe.
Jeez.
You drop that right now, mister.
No, okay.
Okay. Is that your turn, Cicero?
He will step in front of Irina. And that's my turn.
Bold. The Abishai. I get a lot of attacks. What am I doing with these attacks?
All with disadvantage, right?
He's gonna just hop over here. Yeah, no matter what he does, actually, it's a
Yeah,
disadvantage.
because Nora's an ancestral barb.
Oh,
So-
I'm so sorry for you, Don.
So if I think I'm gonna
Totally
recklessly
unplanned.
attack.
Totally.
Think we're gonna recklessly attack on this one.
Oh, that's not nice. Or why would you do that?
Because I want to hit.
I'm just a little goblin.
And on the little goblin. 14.
A 14 is a miss. AC is 18.
Oh god, okay. Damn, never
I
mind.
am really sorry for you, Don.
Thanks for being reckless.
And a claw on Aura. No. Pip.
Okay, my held action goes off. I need him to do an int save as a mind's liver enters his mind.
19.
Oh, he has magic resistance?
Yeah, he's magic resistant.
Oh, I thought you had.
Shame. Well, that was my,
Yeah.
that was my held action.
Mhm.
And now, he feels his mind. He looks at me and he simply, like, I'm not moving, but he sees a spectral version of me with a skeleton hand whipping at him with a skeleton whip. I need him to do another int save as I cast Tasha's skeletal whip.
It's a 9.
And he fails.
What?
He is subjected to that 11 exact damage, and on his next turn, oh yeah, it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn, and on its next turn, it can choose to
I
move,
know the spell.
action, or bonus action. No, only one of
I
them.
don't.
Let me copy it because yeah, it's just because row 20 is not posting it. There we go.
So it's
Okay.
like slow?
Yes,
Yep,
it's
for one
slow.
round plus something.
Nora.
Nice. That's a cool spell.
And oh wait,
It is.
no. Sorry. That's my turn. I'm
Nora.
moving away from the big mean guy.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this one has guiding bolt on it. Is that correct?
Nope.
No, the bolt missed.
Oh, the bolt miss. Sorry. Okay. Well,
Unfortunately.
I will reckless. That's all right. And of course,
He already reckless.
No, Nora wants to reckless, let Nora reckless.
It's
Wow.
what barbarians do.
Oh right. I mean, yeah. Either way, he's ignoring me.
A
So
13 is gonna miss.
All the numbers.
All those numbers, dang.
that'll be my turn.
Right. My boy Izek. He's gonna look at you, Cicero. Make a very deliberate point of picking up his battle axe.
Okay.
Move or die.
Does he like wearing himself again? Or
Can
something?
I just interrupt and say I'm very disappointed that Pip did not in fact grease Izek? I mean, I was
I had this plot. I didn't know he was coming in initiative. If I knew, I would have believed him. I had this plan. I wanted to mind's liver and mind whip.
Move or die.
Cicero kind of cocks a sly grin. He's, guess I'll die.
Guess you'll die. Okay. 2 battle axe attacks at Cicero.
All right.
16, 22.
Okay. 16, 22.
Yep.
All right, I'm down.
Jesus.
No. That's to hit, not damage.
Oh, to hit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I thought you
21
said
points of
16
damage.
damage and
Oh, wow,
22.
that's still a
I'm like, oh,
lot.
yeah.
That's a
That's
lot.
still 21 for that. That's still a lot of damage, but yeah.
Jeez.
Those are terrible rolls. Look at those.
You said 22, right? Yeah,
Yeah, 21 points of damage.
21.
And he's going to move here. Stony.
Yes. Okay. So it reckless, right? I have advantage.
Yep.
All right. So Stony is going to reach out with his gauntlet, and as he does, you can see these. It almost looks like lightning, except discolored black. And as he reaches out with this blackened gauntlet, we are going to try and grab the Abishais right on their face. And
No.
24, I'm guessing, hits?
Where's the advantage?
It's reckless?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I actually want to cast at level 2, but it didn't let me. So yeah, I will roll the extra d10 manually. Yeah!
Yeah.
But that's 19 necrotic.
And are we resistant to poison? Not poison, the other one, necrotic. No, we are not. 19 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus action, we will. We're gonna put up our shield to try and soak some of the damage I know is inevitably coming my way now. Wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm gonna nibble escape. I moved here.
Okay.
If you can move me. There.
I'm going to assume this is the right one. Underneath Cicero?
Right here.
There's 2 arrows pointed, 3 arrows pointed. forward.
All right.
Gee, I wonder where it could be.
Now I am done.
Okay. Gretel.
I will turn around and he can give me a wisdom save.
You can give you a wisdom save. Alright, we want to focus on another guy. It's 15.
You can't be kidding me. Nora, I trust you. I think you got this. Sorry.
Alright.
And yeah, end my turn.
Cicero.
Cicero will kind of let a sigh of relief and like, thanks. That was a goner. And he'll look at he'll look at him and he'll say, what's a beholder's favorite food? Ice cream.
But
And I'm gonna yep.
Oh, he's rolling really well. Those wisdom saves.
yeah, he is. Turn him off.
The Abishai. Unless Cicero had anything else.
Well, I could risk getting hit. Nah, I'll leave my turn there.
Alright.
Oh, Don, on my turn, when I got out there, could I have said, if you touch her, you die?
Sure.
Okay, I say that.
I'm going to choose to make an attack. Oh, I can't move if I choose the attack. God damn this spell. I hate this spell.
Such a good spell.
Ooh!
That felt good.
Thank God
Go
it's
well.
on Nora.
Mm.
Thank God it's on Nora.
I'm going to say that felt good. Oh, yes. Here we go.
Oh my God, that's a lot of damage.
3 points. 3
that
points
right?
of damage.
Wait, Don, is that right? Do they all have +1 to their strength?
Yeah.
No, they have +3.
It's adding a +1.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
20,
it
what,
is. It's like that.
Roll 20, what are you doing to me?
It doesn't matter. Then it'd be 10 total for 5 after.
It's extra damage.
Yeah, just 2
Actually,
more.
no, it wouldn't
Just
be.
like, I'm
It
just
wouldn't be.
surprised, yeah. Would be 8 total.
No,
for four.
story.
Yeah, 8 total. For
Okay,
4.
okay. this is weird. For the longsword, it's the +1. For the claw, it's the +3.
So
Roll 20.
Claw?
Proficiency? Somehow? I don't know.
Why would you give him a longsword if he's not proficient in it?
The stat block says it's proficient though. It says it's still a +3 bonus.
I was just making a guess.
Yeah, just roll
Yeah,
20,
so-
Logan.
Roll 20 is
Claw
just dumb.
into Norris' throat.
Dead.
All right, Pip.
Or not.
Okay. I am going to look at this guy.
Wait, I get multi-attack with. Do I get
You do,
multi-attack?
you do.
Yeah, you still get.
Oh,
all
I
your
do!
attacks.
Nope.
Oh, you do. You do. You can use an action.
fuck.
That doesn't matter.
Well,
Pip.
I'm going to look at this guy,
did the Abishai reckless?
No.
Oh.
and mm, my situation here is not good because even if I grease him, screw it. This is a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it nonetheless. I'm gonna step a little bit closer, and the bone. We're in a graveyard, right?
Yep.
The grave starts trembling, and skeletons come from the graves to grab his foot. So I need him to do a strength save. Maximilian Observing Grasp.
Oh
He's
no.
probably gonna pass.
Strength
this.
save.
Oh,
Please, someone doesn't have much resistance.
I mean, I don't think he's a fiend.
Don's being
Don.
quiet. It's not happy.
Dawn isn't happy.
He takes. Oh, okay, no, only 7, but he's restrained.
Thank God I decided to bring the conditions up before so I could check what restrained is.
Oh,
Oof.
one is
disadvantage on, I think, strength and dex.
Okay, I can still make
and
attacks. Good, good.
additional attack rolls. Yeah, just a disadvantage.
It's not melee attacks. I have
And-
disadvantage at all.
Yeah, there's like multiple bodies and bones grappling him now.
Yeah,
Okay.
just say how glad
I'm
I
gonna-
am that you
I'm
did not
moving
grease
that
him.
hand because I need to see the token.
Listen, I want to grease him, but I can't yet. He was gonna kill people. I'm gonna grease him next turn. Next turn, I'm gonna grease him.
Alright, anything else, Pip?
Just moving a little bit away, and that's it.
Alright, Nora.
All right, I'm going to reckless and try to great weapon master the Abishai again.
Reckless the Abishai, that's a 19 for a total of 10.
That's me.
What is weapon master damage?
The Great Weapon Master?
Yeah,
Oh, was it not a great weapon master attack?
It was.
he's having it because
Oh, because it's not a magical weapon. I got it.
Izek. He's gonna look at you, Pip. He's very annoyed. Well, I'm at disadvantage anyway. 11?
Yep.
Pretty sure 11. Oh, 11 on me? No, misses because of mage armor.
Did you cast Mage Armor? I didn't hear you say that.
Did I not say it?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Yeah, that's,
Womp,
that's
womp,
valid.
womp.
That's okay. Go ahead for
Womp.
12.
Oh,
12 fire, and I need a con.
Okay,
Oh.
yay. I really thought I casted mage armor. Sorry, my
The
bad.
benefits of Mage Armor, folks.
Yeah, but I really did thought I said it. I'm sad now. it's fine. It happens. Okay.
Stony.
Well,
You see Pip get lit up as you see him snap his fingers, and the fire from his draconic hand leaps out at Pip.
so we're gonna run up here 20 feet,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, right, I need to.
I don't know why. So we run up 20 feet, and then we're
Reload your
gonna.
roll 20.
I don't know.
It's just going like, what the fuck, man?
We're gonna hit him with the Thunder Gauntlet. Pow!
Thunder
No, I'm not.
No.
Nope. Well, doesn't matter because then we are nimble escape, moving 10 feet.
Okay. God, if only he had Sentinel, you know?
I mean, I'm done.
If only you could homebrew a feat onto the guy.
Why would you do that?
Because I want to hurt people.
But this is my first game with the goblin. I mean, you didn't even.
Gretel.
So, what if you had to make another wisdom save? And don't make it this time. Turn them off, Don.
Why do I need to turn them off?
Turn them off, Don. Yeah.
That's not good.
So Isaac is paralyzed?
He is.
Woot.
Yo, Nora, do you want some free crits?
Cicero.
I'm a melee too.
All right.
Wait, free crits. I have inflict wounds.
Let's try.
Still
this
need to hit.
again. He'll look at the guy again and he'll say, "Why did the halfling stop dating his warforged girlfriend? Because she was too high maintenance."
God, that was terrible.
Oh.
Oh.
And he fails.
Oh,
He fails.
His prone laughing while paralyzed. I love this.
That was vicious mockery, wasn't it?
No, it was Tasha's.
God, I hate Tasha's.
Wait,
So
now he's prone and paralyzed?
I'm firm.
Yeah.
I'm firmly on Team Mordenkainen from now on.
And then Cicero will just prance over here.
Actually, he can't be prone because he's paralyzed.
He can.
I'm
Are they...
assuming he's like convulsing.
JC, let me have this.
I
JC.
won't. I'll cast grease on this man. He's going down.
Oh.
I refuse to let you have this, Don. He's going down.
And I cannot cast Healing Word, so that's my turn.
White Abishai. Gonna. What's the betting Nora kills me with one hit? It's not good.
You should fly away and find out.
Don't do it.
Sad thing is, I'm tempted.
Stay over there.
Don't come in the goblin bubble.
Well, if it moves, it can't attack though,
A
right?
claw on Nora. And a longsword on Nora. Both at advantage.
Did it reckless?
Yeah, right.
Yes, both hit.
Both hit. Oh, proper damage, thank God.
There we go.
So 3 and 5?
Yes. Pip.
Okay. This man is a prone now, yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He angered me greatly. Now, instead of the bones, the skeletons rising, no, the skeletons turn to break away, and they start forming a skeletal hand. Just gonna slap him on the ground. I'm gonna cast another Earthen Grasp on him. I'm angry at him. He auto fails, I believe, and now he's restrained, grappled. He's restrained, prone, and paralyzed. I am angry.
Have
at
a
this
bad
man.
day.
Pip is going angry mode. Where's angry mode?
It's
Angry mode.
It's the it's the shambling mound all over again.
It really is.
I can feel the heat from Don's seething rage.
Speaking of heat, actually, what's up with the axe? Oh wait, did your never mind.
Yeah.
Heat
and
metal's
so he took 8, and Pip is angry. Very. He is going
Nora.
to just move.
Do it.
I never actually rolled for the con. I got hit, what, 3 times?
Yes.
Does it? I mean, you since cast another spell, right?
Yeah, the 5.
Yeah.
Nora.
All right, I'm gonna try to finish this Abishai off with another reckless great weapon after swing.
That's gonna hit for 4 points of damage. and he's going to reaction
Actually-
bite you.
You can't take reactions, right?
You
No,
can, because
He can. It's
JC
only for one turn.
JC doesn't have that anymore on him.
Oh, right.
Pip got angry. Pip is hitting this guy now.
Hey, I reckless, which means that's advantage. Oh my god, it worked. Everything's working for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what.
3 and 3.
4... No, because you don't resist the cold.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, didn't know kind of fair.
Oh yeah.
It sucks it can't use bite regularly, because that would be great.
Can only use it on the reaction thing.
And
Uh,
then I think... Oh, Nora doesn't get a second attack. But hey.
Not yet, unfortunately.
Izek is not going to do anything this turn, but he's going to try and break... He can try and break all 3 of his spells here. Hang on.
No,
not
he
the
needs to use an
restrain.
action to break from the restraint.
Yeah. But the
The other
Yeah.
2 I'm breaking.
well,
Also,
no,
he did
because
get
he
a
has no
save of-
movement speed while restrained. He can't stand up. Oh no, it's a spell,
Yeah.
Tasha. Sorry.
Yeah, but Tasha Zero's left her. He did get an advantage wisdom. He did get another wisdom save and advantage from getting hit. Just letting you know, because he did take damage. Okay.
14?
That's on the Tashas, yeah.
14 will break the spell.
14 breaks Tasha's. Okay, we're good.
He's still prone.
But he's
We're-
still
we're-
prone and paralyzed.
We're getting there, though.
No, he's still prone.
We're getting there.
My turn.
Valid.
We're gonna move up.
No, yeah, he's still prone. Fair enough.
We're gonna use another plasma discharge.
25?
if he's paralyzed, don't you auto crit?
It does, but again, it didn't roll it.
Oh my god! It's 41.
Headshot.
All I imagine was the bonk meme, just of a bad
that was
bonk.
10 feet. He's still paralyzed, so I'm just gonna.
Alright, Gretel.
Yeah, sorry, I was just double checking to make sure he didn't get another wisdom save. He doesn't. That's awesome.
Oh. Thank
does
you,
not.
Roger.
No, why would you do
You
this?
were always my favorite.
Wait, what? No. I'm going to pummel him in the face, apparently, because apparently
We have
I
to kill
kinda
everything
have to.
before Dom gets another turn.
Ooh.
Okay. Structure
Uh,
great, although it doesn't really matter.
Yep, so roll another D8. There's 8 points of damage.
Yeah, take that.
And a
Sucker.
stark reminder to Dawn that she needs to start screwing APL and just throwing everything she can.
How dare!
I mean, I burned all my second level spells for what it's worth.
Cicero.
I've used one spell.
Oh yeah, next session's gonna be fun because I'm not giving you a long rest.
What?
Oh no.
You just had one.
Not,
This is-
not like I just spent my 3 flex level slots. Oh no, nothing like that.
This is your wake up fight.
Oh no.
He's going to
Hey,
look at this.
DWB, does my natural 20 carry over?
No. You have to use it
Okay,
before
so
the
I have-
session.
Have to use.
Yeah, just like all Twitch God interactions, they have to be used by the end of the session.
Gotcha.
He's going to look at this guy. No, actually, no. He's going to look at this guy, and Cicero's going to say, "What are you going to do for a face when the monkey wants his butt back?" He's going to vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery of the devil. Alright. Nah, it's a 20.
Oh, okay.
The Abishai. Abishai. I'm not going to use my natural 20 on him. But I am going to reckless. And longsword claw on Nora. yeah, we'll be finishing after this.
I was just saying because they're talking about stalling so you don't get a turn.
The stream doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you.
I'm in charge here.
That's going to be a full 13 onto you, Nora. Which,
Ooh.
reduced.
Ooh.
6, nice.
He's got Nora bloodied. This is a good
Oh.
fight.
Oh, is it gonna walk away?
No?
Pip looks at this guy, and without even looking, he just turns his staff to the side and he's gonna cast Magic Missile at the Abishai.
Rip.
I'm gonna send all 3 at them, hopefully 6 damage.
Do I have
Oh.
a trick for this one? Right, the first time it takes the magic missile, I'm biting. So I still get that reaction.
Ooh.
Valid.
19 on Nora.
Hits.
Eee.
Still all halved.
Oh, it's cold, is it?
Or at least not
The cold isn't, but the Abishai falls.
And then I look at Nora and I point at Izek. That's all I'm gonna do. That's my turn.
Nora.
Yeah, I will head over here to Isaac, and yeah, I believe he's still restrained and
Proned, grappled.
Or,
He's
Paralyzed.
still paralyzed.
Exterminate.
yeah. But I will say that it will be non-lethal because I don't know about
So
you guys, but I
long.
may have.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Whoa!
Oh,
No!
Ah,
That's so sad.
Okay. It's the Dawn Power Hour. Where I'm still paralyzed, so I'm going to spend that nat 20.
How dare! On which?
Hey,
On what?
he's
The
still restrained and
paralyzed?
prone though.
I'm spending on the paralyze, yes. So we are no longer paralyzed.
Yeah, only restrained and prone. Not that bad.
Can't stand up because it's the end of my turn, and I can't save against restrained. But it's progress. It's progress, damn you.
You shouldn't have angered Pip.
Okay.
Stuck. Hey, you guys were the aggressors on that one.
Move 20 feet. And
didn't he advance towards the girl?
He advanced towards the girl, and then you guys just decided, no, we're not having that.
yeah, he would.
Well, he's also said move or die.
He's trying to. Yeah, he's trying to kidnap
did
our
say
ward.
move or
Have
and he
you
threatened
not
us.
have you not heard of the First Amendment? I can say what I
Yes, you can.
Well, yes, and that doesn't mean you are free from the consequences of the things that you say.
Exactly that.
True.
Punch. 16?
16? Nah, yeah.
Yeah, so he takes 9, has disadvantage against everybody, not me.
And then you run.
Yeah, nimble escape, because he can do things now.
Not very well, but
Oh, there we go. Alright, and I'm done.
Gretel.
He's gonna get a toll. Pay the toll.
Roll that d12.
I don't know why I did that. That's worse. And then
God bless Toll the Dead.
BA healing word, Cicero. Or wait. No, you're still raging. Yeah, Cicero.
Cicero.
all right. Okay. So I got 11 healing. I'll take care of that in a second. Can you healing word and then use a cantrip, or is it one or the other?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This is...
Then.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll healing ward Nora. So 8. And then he will look at the guy and he'll say, Is there some elemental plane of stupid that you came from?
Well, that one hurts.
Oh, right. Consciousness. It does. It does hurt indeed.
Oof. We're too psychic.
Right, it doesn't hurt that much. Pip.
This man has angered me. I would like you to give me an int save, Don. I'm
Okay.
casting this liver. God damn it, he passes. Okay, that's my turn. You know what? Pip is gonna stand right here. Actually, no, he's gonna come around, stand right here to just show off to him his mug face and put Pip's mug face. That's it.
You don't need a reckless, Nora.
But I feel like I should just because,
Do it anyway.
Right? It's fair. Fair.
And yeah, non-lethal. We'll see what happens.
It's the 16, the 18, the first number.
Yeah.
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 Advantage, so yeah.
20 damage.
He's still up.
No, he's not. It's been down for a while.
Sorry, still breathing is what I
Well,
meant to say.
Hey.
There we go.
Movement, stand up.
He can't. He's restrained. He has zero
Yeah.
movement.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't
that
matter.
first.
I'm at disadvantage anyway. It doesn't matter. But here we are. And I kind of want to punish you guys and attack Arena there.
No! Why is she still there?
No one told me.
Yeah.
Just
No one told her
standing
to
there,
move.
sup.
Nora.
15 and 10.
Tell me that 15 hits.
No, unfortunately, no.
Stony.
Oh no, Stony gets the kill.
Oh, kill.
Thunder punch. Oh no, I think it's a miss.
Oh.
It's gonna hit.
14. Okay, bam.
Bam! Not the kill.
Son of a. All right, and nimble escape. Woo, 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 woo.
Gretel.
Non-lethal.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Okay.
We win. We
You
did.
win.
Pip will absolutely walk over and just kick him in the top of the head, just bonk.
Start
And
tying him up.
that's a failed death save.
Oh. Oh no, no, it's
I
not
never
stable.
said non-lethal.
Hey, any attacker down and out is a failed death save there.
Yes, I do my incredible 0 unarmed strike damage.
You don't do damage, but you still hit him. Them's the
So
rules,
let me roll
JC.
unarmed strike here. No, you're just gonna. There we go. Unarmed strike. Okay.
Check his pockets. Make sure he doesn't have anything on him.
People start doing that. People start checking his pockets.
He seems to be wearing some sort of fancy magical amulet, and he seems to be wearing some sort of fancy magical boot.
Does he have any money?
Yeah,
on
take
him
his
as well?
shoes. Those are probably valuable.
Does he have any money on him? He's got about 34 copper on him.
Yeah, I'll take
Okay,
that.
I take all of it.
No, I got
Okay,
it.
I'll give Stony. I give Stony the money. Take the amulet and the boots.
And the shoes. No, I got the shoes. It was my idea.
Just like it's just this 2 toddler-sized beans stealing from the guy unconscious on the ground.
All right.
His shoes, his jacket, all his
And it is at this point I'm gonna end tonight's session.
Woo!
You did just Don, just to confirm, you did hear me when see the thing about non-lethal, right?
I didn't hear anything about non-lethal. What are you talking about?
I said non-lethal before.
Non-lethal?
Yep, you can play it back in the recording.
never-
I said non-lethal.
Never heard you say the word non-lethal.
You can play it back in the recording. I did.
Never heard the words non-lethal.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. That's where we hang out all through the week. That's where we organize all of our games. That's where you need to be if you want to get involved in a game yourself. And hopefully, I see you tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. We're already canceled. I lied. Saturday for nope. That game concluded. We're retooling. Sunday. I play so much I don't know what's going on. Anyway, thanks everybody. I will see you later.